Women's basketball history. Fans all across the world anticipated big plays and exciting performances, but few were prepared for what would transpire at the All-Star Draft. Before the game even began, Caitlin Clark, one of the league's most well-known young players, assumed leadership in a way rarely seen from a rookie, adding to the event's traditions and garnering media attention. She was accompanied on the national stage by notable individuals such as Sophie Cunningham and the well-known Cheryl Miller. Each of them made a unique contribution to what turned out to be a historic occasion in sports history. Caitlin Clark, who has been in the news since her record-breaking time as an undergraduate at Iowa, had high expectations. Peers and onlookers quickly took notice of her long-range shooting, court vision, and courageous demeanor. She was so popular that she led all players in the All-Star fan poll, earning her leadership of one of the two All-Star teams. That was amazing in and of itself, especially because she was a beginner. But Clark didn't stop there. What she did next shocked the league. At a live broadcast All-Star Draft on July 8, 2025, Caitlin Clark achieved an unprecedented feat when she casually turned to the opposition team's captain, Nneka Ogwumike. A coach swap, which had never happened in league history, was proposed when it came time to decide whose head coaches would be allocated to each team at the end of the draft. Her coach, Sandy Brondello, will go with her. Let's grab it, please. It will be amazing. At first, Clark tried to trade Cheryl Reeve, the head coach of the Minnesota Lynx, for Sandy Brondello, the head coach of the New York Liberty, who had been assigned to Collier's team. When Nafi Sekmet agreed and laughed with Clark, the league management authorized the adjustment. This unforeseen incident was widely reported. Moreover, no one had before switched. It was the confidence with which Clark took control of the situation. "I'm not sure if this is permitted," she said. "I'm not too worried. I said this before I suggested the trade." Her boldness sent a message about how players are speaking up more and how the game is administered, particularly at big events like the All-Star Game. Many admirers praised her for taking the initiative and adding excitement to the event. Some saw it as a direct response to recent arguments between Clark and Coach Reeve, especially criticism that had come up during talks about the Olympic team earlier in the season. Coach Cheryl Reeve, a well-known WNBA figure with years of experience and a strong coaching background, was recently involved in controversy regarding Caitlin Clark's Olympic snub. Clark's decision to withdraw from the USA women's basketball team for the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris was motivated by Reeve, the national team coach. The hostility between Clark and Reeve may have played a role in the rookie's decision to trade her out of the All-Star Game. Whether it was Clark's true intention or not, many fans and commentators believe the gesture made a subtle but powerful statement. After the change, Infi Collier, who had coached Reeve on her squad, handled the issue coolly. She quipped that the move might be a mistake for Clark because Reeve already knew every teammate of Collier's Minnesota connection. Despite the cheerful atmosphere, it was clear that this was a deliberate and significant decision. Clark wanted a coach who could better understand her playing style and who was at ease with her. Sandy Brondello, the coach she chose, is well known for her adaptable style of instruction and strong bond with her players. Many believe that she would provide Clark with the freedom to play the showcase game to the best of his abilities. When news of the coach trade spread on social media and in sports media, Sophie Cunningham, another WNBA player, joined the conversation. Cunningham has always advocated for players' rights and pushed boundaries in the league. She is well known for her fiery temper and straightforward demeanor. She swiftly offered Clark her help, praising her confidence and time management abilities. Having witnessed her share of challenges in the league, Cunningham recognized the significance of a young player like Clark assuming a leadership role so early in her career. Cunningham also used the event to demonstrate how the league is evolving. Players used to often follow the regulations of the league without question. Thanks to celebrities like Clark setting the example, the younger generation of sportsmen is now showing that they don't hesitate to speak up and take the initiative when they think something needs to change. Both the league's growth and women's sports in general will benefit from this. Cunningham stated, "When fans witness athletes being authentic, taking charge of their careers, and making daring decisions, they feel a stronger connection." Sophie Cunningham and Caitlin Clark made news with their bold statements and deeds, while legendary basketball star Cheryl Miller stirred up controversy with her thoughts and attitude to the matter. Cheryl Miller, a seasoned analyst and one of the greatest women's basketball players of all time, has always been an ardent advocate for the growth and purity of the game. She said the coach switch was one of the most exciting and important moments in All-Star Game history. She thought it was more than just amusement. The WNBA's view of players' power and ability to make decisions changed throughout time. Miller said this kind of gathering showed how far the league had come. In the past, it would have been unthinkable for athletes to choose or switch coaches on national television. Individuality, player involvement, and fan contact are now encouraged by the league. Miller praised Clark for his professionalism and confidence, noting that this will likely establish a new benchmark for subsequent events. She believed that the WNBA was set to enter a new era when players would have more autonomy and fans would have more fun. By the completion of the draft, the All-Star Game pairings had been decided. The nucleus of Caitlin Clark's team had some of the most promising young players in the league, including Aaliyah Boston, Sata Sabali, Sabrina Ionescu, and Aya Wilson. Under Sandy Brondello's leadership, the club combined a strong attack with astute leadership. But Cheryl Reeves' Kier team included another formidable group, including Breanna Stewart, Paige Buchers, Michelle Onyenwere, and Alisha Gray. The July 19th All-Star Game was predicted to be a spectacular event of drama, energy, and excitement. What made the story so compelling was not only its competitive aspect, but also its capacity to cross the lines between entertainment and competitiveness. Clark introduced the unscripted drama that is typical of men's leagues, especially the NBA. When LeBron James speaks up or alters the team's dynamics, there is a lot of debate. When Caitlin Clark began doing something similar in the WNBA, everyone took notice. For a league that has occasionally struggled to get fair media coverage, this was a fantastic moment. Highlight reels, panel discussions, and viral videos flooded social media. The viewership has grown beyond sports fans. The WNBA piqued the interest of people who had never seen it before. Several onlookers also pointed out that this was not a planned media event. It was genuine, spontaneous, and entirely unique. That sincerity was what attracted so many individuals. The sports media has periodically criticized the WNBA for being unduly rigid, asking players to follow the rules, remain silent, and focus only on the game. But Caitlin Clark fixed it in a simple comment, and she received accolades from the media. During this period, one thing was also very clear. The impact of WNBA players is growing. Athletes had little influence over important decisions made by coaches and league authorities for a very long period. But the All-Star coach change signaled a shift. In addition to wanting to be included in the decision-making process, Clark showed that the players are willing to take the initiative. Numerous aspects of the league also demonstrate this. Rules concerning marketing, travel, and remuneration have been impacted by players who have taken up leadership roles within the Players' Union, including Aya Wilson, Breanna Stewart, and Nneka. It's interesting that the league didn't shut it down, even though it's clear that the next generation of players has a bigger influence. The WNBA allowed the coach switch to take place even though it went against the established framework. That unspoken support spoke a lot. It served as a communication tool for the league. We are paying attention to the players. While this kind of behavior was praised here and created headlines, it would have led to penalties or negative publicity in other leagues. That demonstrates how much player skill, leadership, and trust are growing in the WNBA. There is little doubt that a larger generational shift in basketball was reflected in the coach transition. Athletes like Caitlin Clark belong to a new breed of athletes who are confident, tech-savvy, and unafraid to challenge the status quo. This younger generation seen NBA players express themselves both on and off the court as they grew up. They saw how athletes interacted with fans directly through social media, public areas, and player branding. At the moment, the WNBA is following suit. The younger generation does not want to be limited by the systems that have been in place. They want rivalries to grow more intense, personalities to surface, and dramatic occurrences to occur naturally. One of the best examples of this kind of thinking was the All-Star Game coach exchange, which was bold, impetuous, and somewhat rebellious. Fans loved it. Athletes from past generations, including legends like Sue Bird and Tamika Catchings, set the foundation with talent and diligence. These days, players like Caitlin Clark are having a greater, louder, and more noticeable influence. The WNBA of today is distinct because it combines the old and the new. Furthermore, the league is evolving while upholding its fundamental principles. Because of Caitlin Clark's boldness, corporate sponsors' opinions of the WNBA are also shifting. Brands place a great value on athletes who can create viral moments. When the coach changeover garnered millions of views and trending hashtags, businesses took notice. Clark already had important relationships with businesses like Gatorade and Nike before the season began. But this kind of attention makes her even more marketable. In terms of sponsorships, the WNBA is now much more personality-driven. Star power is more significant than just statistics. When athletes create news, brands are exposed. Following the draft, marketing analysts predicted a rise in WNBA jersey sales, demand for tickets to all-star games, and league publicity. Some even compare Clark's influence on the WNBA to that of Serena Williams in tennis or Simone Biles in gymnastics. She is bringing the sport to a new audience. Clark is also not by himself. Sophie Cunningham's unwavering support and Cheryl Miller's perceptive remark elevated the occasion. It proved that there are a lot of strong, outspoken women in the WNBA who are prepared to challenge norms and lead cultural conversations. Today's businesses wish to participate. This all-star moment will likely change future plans for the event. It's become more than just a fun show. It serves as a forum for artistic communication.